So I see maximum people have already joined in. So we'll start with our live session now. We'll start with a short tilawat Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا صدق الله العظيم. Thank you so much. So my name is Shehzad and I welcome you all on behalf of Association of Muslim Professionals. I would now like Mr. Iftikhar Bedkar, who's the head of Employment Assistance Cell at Association of Muslim Professionals, to please take over from here and host this session. Thank you. Iftikhar bhai.
Okay, Jazakallah, thank you very much. And a warm welcome to Dr. Syed Pirzadeh Saab. And we are very much thankful to you for taking your precious time and helping the candidates or the students to prepare them for various things. So I will briefly introduce about AMP. If somebody wants to know more about AMP, they can go on to our website www.ampindia.org. Go to next slide. Asan, can you go to next slide? So I'll just explain you what exactly what exactly is ETP. It is nothing but an employability training program, and this has started because of the reason when AMP was formed, when we did our first job fair in Nagpara. So we came to know that there is some kind of a lacuna in the community or the candidates who come for interviews. They are not so prepared, and or I can say there is a lacuna in how to professionally handle the jobs and interviews. So we started these LTP programs around sometime 3 years back, and we started doing it in the colleges for the final year students. And this is mainly to prepare them for to find the job seekers the right job at the right place at the right time, and they should become the right fit in the present day scenario. So can you go to the next slide, Asan? This is some of the photos of the physical LTPs which we have done in the past. Next slide. Next slide. This is remove this. Next slide. So this is something I'll just brief you about the employment assistance cell which I had. As I told you, my name is Iftikhar, and professionally I am associate vice president in Kotak Institutional Equities, and I do market research and equity research. I also volunteer in AMP, and this is some of the summary of the things which we have done till now. We have done approximately 42 plus job fairs. This is the physical job fairs I'm talking about. And during this COVID period, as in we cannot do physical job fair, we started doing online job fair from the month of June. And till now, Alhamdulillah, we have completed 6 online job fairs. And the biggest job fair of India will happen on the 15th of August, which is our Independence Day. And the theme of that particular job fair is independence from unemployment. This is something which we have thought about. Plus, if I talk about, we have done more than 200 plus LTP programs in colleges and the 2 online programs which we have arranged till now. So I request Aisan to introduce Mr. Syed Pirzadeh. And it is personally my pleasure and AMP's pleasure to host you, sir. And we are very much thankful to you for giving us your precious time. Thank you very much.
I would like to welcome Dr. Syed Pirzadeh. He is a group CIO in Reliance Entertainment. He is a PhD holder in digital transformation. He is a global tech leader. He is a mentor and advisor. Dr. Syed Pirzadeh, I would request you to please start the session.
Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's my honor to be part of this, and indeed, thank you very much, AMP, for including me in this. You're doing wonderful job, and hopefully, I'll be more, participative in this and help the community. Let's not waste time, and let's start. I'll share my screen. Yes, today we are here for this session of cracking interview and group discussions. Let's go to next slide. It's about me. I think Ehsan Bhai is introduced. I've done my engineering from REC, Karnataka, and I've done my IM from Bangalore, then the PhD. So started my career as a customer support engineer, then mostly worked in the startups, fortunately. Almost 20 years of experience, worked on the organization like Hathway, ICICI Bank, UTV, and then currently in Reliance Entertainment as a group CIO from last about 13 years now. So, we all do a career planning, right? So before going to on the interview aspects, let's discuss a little bit about the career planning. Indeed, I'll add a little bit Hindi also in between so that everybody understand. What is career planning actually? Kya hai ye career planning? It is like who you are. We need to understand who you are, where you want to go, and what you want to be at some defined point of in future. तो अगर ये हमको पता नहीं होगा तो हम अपना करियर प्लान नहीं कर सकते. We cannot go blindly outside and start planning our career, right? So पहले तो हमको पता होना चाहिए कि हम करना क्या चाहते हैं. स्टडी होने के बाद या स्टडी कर रहे हैं तो हमको ये डेफिनेटली मालूम होना चाहिए कि हम क्या करना चाहते हैं आगे, कौन से फील्ड में जाना चाहते हैं, या what exactly we want to do. So that's what the career planning is all about, and everybody should, be it a student, be it a new fresher, or be it somebody in the working as as well as of now, has to have this career planning in mind. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to move ahead in the career. Next slide, please. So just keeping it simple, I have put across 5 simple steps of career planning. One is we need to assess ourselves, in which field we are good at. Actually, everybody knows about it, but we won't. हम उसकी तरफ ज़्यादा तवज्जो नहीं देते हैं कि हम actually क्या है, एक्चुअली हम क्या करना चाहते हैं. तो सेल्फ असेसमेंट बहुत जरूरी है, और एक्सप्लोर करें करियर ऑप्शंस बाहर. जैसे आप डिग्री हो जाती है, कोई भी डिग्री हो, एक्सप्लोर करें और नैरो डाउन करें कि आप एक स्ट्रीम लिए हुए हो, या इंजीनियरिंग हो, या व्हाटएवर इट इज, लॉ हो या कॉमर्स हो. तो उसमें काफी सारी करियर्स होते हैं. जैसे if you have a commerce, then you can choose CA, you can have normal accountancy. If you have a engineering, then you have plethora of things. उस पे नैरो डाउन करें कि ओके, आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन दिस. ओके, 1 या 2 पे नैरो डाउन करें और उसमें से बेस्ट ऑप्शन चूज करें और उसको करियर गोल बनाएं. क्योंकि हम ब्लाइंडली 10 चीजों के पीछे जाएंगे तो प्रॉब्ली वी मे नॉट एबल टू अचीव व्हाट वी वांट टू. वी मे गेट द जॉब, वी मे स्टार्ट अर्निंग, बट at the end probably we may not be happy from inside, and we may not able to excel in that what exactly we are doing. So career planning और किस करियर को हमको चुनना है वो बहुत जरूरी ऑप्शन है for moving ahead. Next slide, please. Okay, for coming to students, okay, the one advice I keep on going to even IIMs, IITs. I go and lecture there, and even some of the colleges also, engineering colleges and normal BSc students and all. एक चीज मैं हमेशा बताता हूँ कि when you are studying, don't look at outside options of courses. Concentrate on your study, because fundamental understanding of the subject, okay, or specializations come from the academics. It won't come from the courses. The courses are there to help for your growth, not for the fundamental studies. So मेरा एक ही request है for every student, concentrate on your study. Okay, the fundamentals, what you learn. Basically, I'm engineering graduate, so the fundamentals what I have learned from engineering aspect are very helpful later on. You may be thinking, आप पढ़ रहे होंगे engineering, तो आपको ये लग रहा होगा कि probably it is not useful in the market. No, it is not like that. Actually, you absolutely have to study well and have to have that fundamentals in your mind, because the next steps have been built from that fundamentals. Again, the second point I already reiterated. Do not opt for any courses apart from fundamental courses. For engineering, I can say, okay, go and do PHP kind of thing, HTML kind of thing, or C courses kind of a thing. Not more than that, okay? Because अब समझ लो आप इंजीनियरिंग में गए हो या BSc में एडमिशन लिया है, आप एक कोर्स पे भी लगाए हो पैरेलली, जब आपका डिग्री खत्म होगा तो वो सब्जेक्ट आउटडेटेड हो गया होगा, क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी इज मूविंग लाइक एनीथिंग नाउअडेज. ओके, सो बट फंडामेंटल्स बहुत जरूरी है, तो स्टडी के फंडामेंटल्स भी आप सीखो, प्लस आप अगर कोर्सेस लगाना ही है आपको और आपके पास टाइम है, आप सीख सकते हो, तो यू लर्न द फंडामेंटल कोर्सेस लाइक नेटवर्किंग कोर्सेस or this HTML or C courses. Nothing apart from that, because I strongly recommend this. You just study, come out, and then let's think about what we can do next. Next slide, please. Okay, now coming to freshers, new joiners or professionals. Indeed, I have written from my own experience. Okay, first of all, you need to follow the plan and steps, set a goal, apply and join the opportunities. Okay, and the particular subject I'm coming to, where how to face the interviews and all that, we'll take it a little bit later. Second point is apply and join opportunities, or take further studies. So somebody want to do masters, you can always do it in the particular specialization. And that masters you can do once if you have set a goal. Okay, I want to do this, because again, it cannot be done blindly. When you join any organization, just don't see only money at that point. Okay, join the organizations which having maybe a startup. That will be one of the good option, because there you are able to learn. Okay, I'll tell my own experience. Well, I joined Hathway as a startup when I completed my engineering. All my knowledge of today's networking and strategy comes from that job to me. Okay, so initially maybe a salaries and all that are less, but concentrate and learn. And you can able to learn more rather than the reputed organizations, like for example, you joined ICICI Bank or you joined Accenture kind of a thing. It's good if you are able to join, but you're not able to explore more, because when you get into any organization, that is the time where your mind is getting shaping up. आपको ये समझ में आएगा कि मैं किस में अच्छा हूँ और मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ आगे. So that is one very good aspect. have long-term goals and objectives. Short-term goals never were going to work. It's my own experience. I have seen lots of people struggle today because they have set short-term goal. That automatically comes when you start planning and do a specialization. Learn as much you can, identify your strengths and weaknesses when you started working or when you are doing courses. Continue career path on your strength. That is very important because some people start working on the things which they are not good at. So you are never going to progress on that job because you are not going to good at. You know that from inside. So work on your strength. Continue career path in your strength. Have patience because patience is the key. The good things won't happen suddenly. It needs lots of hard work, and hard work always pays. Allah always give the good results in the hard work. Next slide, please. Okay, coming to ITIS, I've taken this slide because I'm from that field. Probably it may not be applicable to some of the students here, but yes, indeed, these are the options which are very much open to everyone nowadays. ITIS current trends are cloud technologies, data science, fintech, blockchain kind of things, IoT, intelligent automation, cyber information data security, quantum computing, and ERP, SAP, because it's evergreen. If somebody want to take, especially for commerce guys, it's not necessary one should be an engineering guy to take SAP. Even commerce guys, even CS can take SAP courses and become a IT guy per se in any of the organizations. So these are the current trends, and these trends are going to be there for at least for 4 to 5 years next. Okay, this is my advice for any of the students who are learning now, or whoever just came out from the colleges. Concentrate on these technologies because the jobs are here, and whoever enters into these fields, especially in data science, analytics, and AI, is going to have a solid growth. I'm 100% sure about it. Next slide, please. Okay, now coming to a topic on which I have been called off, and I'm here to talk about interviews. Okay, so obviously everybody in the life has to face interviews. One thing, these are all standard aspects which I have presented here. But एक चीज बताना चाहूंगा कि always the things won't work like this. Okay, sometimes the things will happen like this, right? Or sometimes it will take some other turns. And if you go to a Google kind of organization, it will be always a different kind of a game. But fundamentals are same everywhere. So that's why I brought fundamentals. I'm not going into details on that, but I have brought the fundamentals here. These are very essential for any interview etiquettes. Okay, so don't miss any of these points while you're facing interview. Wherever you go, arrive early and dress formally and be confident. Research the company beforehand, very important, because most of the people go there and without having information which company they are applied to, one, and which what are they into, which business that company is into. Obviously, you are not able to pass the interview unless until you know beforehand what company you are applied and what exactly they are into. Okay, and arrive early at the venue. Be neatly groomed and dress formally. Be confident. Because this is the very important aspect for any facing any interviews. You might be seeing I have repeated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all repetitions, but most of the time we fail here. Okay, so I know it is very difficult to face first interview for any of the freshers. Even I have gone through it. But if you able to follow these at least, okay, forget about what they ask and what you answer. That will create a good what you called positive energy there. Okay, within, if you have a confidence, then you can face anybody, any questions. Maintain composed body posture. You should have a good body posture. You should behave well there. Seventh point is very important for the people who are freshers. Probably don't have that much to write there, but the people who are at least having 2 to 3 year experience usually fudge or fabricate what exactly they have done. Okay, and I have seen most of the candidates are done that. That's very bad indeed. We should not do it. If we don't know the things, better we should not write there, because if interviewer asks that particular aspect to you, if you are not able to answer, first of all, it is very annoying, and second part, they're never going to clear you. Okay, so that create a bad impression. So never fudge or fabricate your CV. You, even if you know only two to three things, बस उतना ही लिखिए CV में. बाकी कुछ लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि आपको पता है आप किस कंपनी में जा रहे हो और उनको क्या चाहिए, उसी हिसाब से लिखना, और आपको जो आता है वही लिखना. ओके, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, और इसको जरूर फॉलो कीजिएगा. और 99% ऑफ पीपल फेल बिकॉज ऑफ दिस. ओके, indeed, hundreds of interviews I take, most of the time people come with fabricated CV. They have not done the work. Even the experienced guys, they have not done that work and they have written it. In case if I go through that, I found it very interesting. I've asked that, if they are not able to tell, then even that hard work you have done for specialization you have done will get failed. Okay, so unnecessary, don't get into that. Mention only things which you know. Whenever you go to interview, don't bother about the outcome. Okay, most of the time we are very anxious about it. कि क्या होगा क्या नहीं है, वो वहां पे हम कॉन्फिडेंस लूज हो जाता है हमारा. ठीक है, तो आप जाइए और फेस कीजिए. बाकी आप मेहनत किए होंगे, आपके पास नॉलेज है, आपके पास जो डिग्रीज चाहिए वो है आपके पास, तो वो जरूर देंगे. स्पेशली फॉर फ्रेशर्स, it will take time because the times are a little bit bad outside, but you will get the better opportunities, and wait for the better opportunity and keep trying, and don't bother about outcome. The moment we start bothering about outcome before going to any interview, we are not going to face it. You know, आप लिख लीजिए इस बात को कि we are not able to face it. You just go and give your best and come out, and the things will happen. Okay, and never ditch the organization after accepting the offer. And this is very important because nowadays the HR and admin guys are very much connected to each other. It's an era of digital era, you know that. And most of the, probably if anybody is following LinkedIn, so you will get most of the senior managements write about the guy who's taken the offer letter and not joined, and sometimes they even spell the name also. Okay, so the other organizations will blacklist him. So don't do that. If you are not ready to accept the other offer, or you have 2-3 offers in hand, you communicate clearly. Once you are decided, okay, I want to, for example, you have 3 offers in your hand, and you decided, okay, I'll join at one place. Please inform the other 2 HR guys, okay, I'm not taking your this thing because I got the offer from here and I'm joining. So that will leave a good impression. If tomorrow, God forbid, you want to go to same organization, or you rejected the offer, then obviously they'll see, they have a database, they'll see what exactly it is, and be straightforward, they reject if you're not informed them, taken the offer letter and you're not informed them. So these are very basic things one can do. कोई ज़्यादा मेहनत नहीं है इन चीज़ों में, but ये चीज़ें बहुत ज़रूरी हैं. और मेरे खुद के काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस हैं, लोग बहुत करते हैं ये मत करना. मेरी सिंसियर रिक्वेस्ट है आप सब लोगों से कि ये चीज़ें जैसे 7th और 9th ये बहुत ज़रूरी हैं फॉर building a good reputation in the industry, because it's not a small journey. You need to grow more, and 30-40 साल आपको वो इंडस्ट्री में गुजारनी है, तो आपका डेटाबेस अच्छा होना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. Okay, now coming to answering the interview. Once you enter the interview, प्रीरिक्विजिट क्या है कि वो आपको एक तो इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स डेवलप करने पड़ेंगे. इन केस आपको फॉर एग्जांपल समटाइम्स वी कांट एबल टू कम्युनिकेट इन इंग्लिश. ओके, सो टू बी वेरी फेयर, so then start talking in Hindi. That's not an issue. Okay, so what interviewer need is your knowledge. You want to understand your knowledge, right? So you can always obviously English is used everywhere. You need to develop that skill and all that. Fine, but remember one thing: when you go to any organization, they'll ask for knowledge, not the communication. But in some cases like HR and all that, if you are applied for HR and all, obviously communication skills are necessary, and probably if you have done your study well, you might have been developed better communication skills. There's no need to worry on that. But my advice is, yes, effective communication skills matters and matters most. Effective problem solving skills. Now, how you are going to develop it, right? Problem solving skills आप IQ से जनरल नॉलेज से डेवलप कर सकते हैं. और आजकल तो you have mobile in hand, you have internet, so you can have lots of information available there, correct? So use your effective time there to understand what is going on in the market, okay, and what kind of questions. There are lots of informations, like there are applications like some I forgot that name, Glass. There you'll find lots of people have been given review about the organization as well, what kind of question they ask, and if you search Google, even you'll find what Google asks in their interviews. Okay, so keep reading all these. Okay, so it's not guaranteed you'll get the same question, but yes, at least you'll get the idea about what people are going to ask. Okay, yeah, if they are not, if Google won't ask there, the Microsoft may ask there. So it's very necessary to effect a problem solving skills. Understanding job requirements, I already spoke on about it. Is a very important aspect. आप जहाँ पे भी जा रहे हो उस जॉब के बारे में बहुत अच्छी से जानकारी लेके जाओ. Think as a consumer of the company you are going for interview. See, this aspect is very important, basically, especially for a tech guys. Okay, we have a special kind of ability to think about only technology, correct? So, but those times have gone. So now the technology is more of consumer based. Most of the innovations happening in the market is on the consumer based experience. Okay, तो आप वैसी जॉब अंडरस्टैंडिंग में आपको पता रहता है कि आप कौन सी कंपनी पे जा रहे हो और वो किस हिसाब का बिजनेस सपोर्ट करते हैं. तो आप कंज्यूमर वे से सोच के आंसर देना, not as a tech guy. Think about, okay, I am one of the customer of this company, then what I should answer and what I should think about. Then it's a little bit tricky, difficult, but yes, you can over the period you can always develop this. Think about as a consumer and start answering the questions. That will that's one of the most positive things I observed, where most of the people get job. Always emphasize on what you are going to bring on the table. Okay, everybody has their specialization. We discuss about it. Everybody has their ability to learn, ability to discuss, correct? So most important thing interviewer what you can say is, want to know about you is what uniqueness you are bringing on the table, because there are maybe 100 of the CVs he must have been received, and hundreds of people he might be interviewing. But what they'll start, and if thousands of people are lined up, they'll start looking for what uniqueness this guy brings. If we take, okay, so there your specialization comes into picture. Okay, so if you're not clear on what exactly you want to do, you're not able to answer his questions or her questions. Okay, so you always keep updated yourself. Okay, this is my uniqueness. I can bring this to your business. Okay, you talk as a business consumer aspect. That's the 4 point I mentioned is related to fifth, because if you are started thinking as a consumer, as a business, you can always start able to answer him. What uniqueness you can bring, or you can offer him as a candidate, which will enhance his business. Okay, answer to the point, very important. Don't elaborate things, because that will kill the essence. If you don't know anything, just say I don't know, because it's not necessary. Everybody knows everything, and it is not indeed not necessary to answer every questions also. And if you don't know, if you start answering, then you'll fail the interview. I'm sure about it. So if you don't know, you clearly say I don't know. Don't think about outcome of the interview. Say I don't know. Okay. Once the interview process is over, there will be always a question and answer. He will ask about, she will ask about, what is your questions, or what is your thoughts on their organizations. Ask questions about the future of the organization, career path you can get in that organization. When you have your turn of asking questions. Now, for the eighth point, third point is very important. Unless until you don't know what company you are joining and what they are able to do, or what business they are into, you're not able to ask questions about that business. And if you're not able to ask questions, they'll understand, okay, he's not studied my company. And then you are little chance of entering that company. And definitely ask feedback at the end of the interview, even if they won't give. They just ask, okay, hope I have done well, especially for freshers. The HR guys are definitely answer or give the clue about your performance in the interview. Next slide, please. Now coming to group discussions. Why group discussions happen in the companies? Okay. It won't happen in the most of the companies, but it happens. It's a 50-50 kind of a scenario. The individual companies, startups may not go for a group discussion, but the bigger companies like Infosys or Google will definitely go for group discussions, especially for freshers. Why they do it? Why companies do it? To understand people management skills. Okay, and to understand, are you a team player or not? Your preparation about the company, about the interview, your decision-making power, your focus, your attention, your listening skills, you are an initiator or no, you initiate talks or no, leadership skills and presentation skills. To understand these points, the usually companies held group discussions. Even in the normal interview also, the people focus on these aspects. It's not necessarily only group discussions. Even in normal interviews also, people will emphasize on these aspects. They'll judge you, even if you don't know what they're judging, but yes, they'll judge you on these aspects for sure. Next slide. Okay, now little bit details on that. Aware of the subject beforehand, entering the group discussions, the companies will definitely give you one paper or some brief from the HR. Okay, this group discussion is about this. Well aware about that, and give concentration there. Be alert. Okay, be a team player. Don't be an individual. Keep an eye contact while speaking, because if your turn comes, do not look at the evaluators. Keep eye contact with every team member while speaking. Not look at one place only. You start speaking to everyone as a gathering. Okay, so that's the essence of the group discussions, because one-to-one anyways you can do in the normal interviews. Why they held group discussion? To understand your leadership skills, your communication skills. Initiate the group discussion. If you are very confident about the subject, you can initiate, because they'll look at that point very carefully. If you are initiated it, then you'll definitely have a 1 point higher than the people who are not initiated it. Okay, it's a big plus. But keep in mind, only you understood the GD topic clearly, then only initiate. Otherwise, don't initiate, because it may go against you. Okay, that's a very important aspect. Listen the topic of discussion if you are not initiated it. If you are not done much homework on that. If you are a good listener, if you are a good grasper, you can definitely have. You'll definitely understand what exactly it is. Okay, so listen carefully. So if you observe my previous slide, they'll observe the listening also. If you're a good listener, you'll understand what exactly is happening, and you adopt to those changes and start talking about it. Don't talk in between when others talking. This point applies even during interview also, normal interview, one-to-one, face-to-face interviews also, online interviews also. When somebody is speaking, don't speak in between. Even if you disagree with him, or you remember something which you want to tell, let him finish or her finish, and then start talking. Don't be dominant, because sometimes that go against a good aspect on the interviewer. Be clear on what you're talking, right? Okay, you should be for that you need to understand the subject first. You need to understand the company, but be clear on what you're talking. Avoid irrelevant talks on and be on point. No need to go into micro level, because that will kill the essence again. If you study all these 10 points, probably SN by Iftikhar by share it to you guys. Very important aspects, even for the normal interviews, even for the group discussions. These aspects are very important, especially for freshers, even for the professionals, even going for the higher posts. These aspects are very, very important, because that determines the clarity to the organization. Okay, we want this guy or no. Next slide, please. Okay, probably this is my last slide. This advice I'm giving on my own experience. Most of the point I have taken it earlier also. Have a good knowledge on fundamentals. Other than that, I keep repeating this, because without this, there is no career growth at all. Okay, and you can be specialized on one technology and build your career around it. Don't go for 2-3 things at once. Okay, if you are good at Python, you go with the Python. If you are good at accounting, you do accounting. If you are good at law, please if you are good at law also, if you are good at criminal laws or social kind of things, be specialized on that, rather than looking for 10 options at once. Over the period, yes, you grow in your career. You start managing the team. You start managing the organization itself. Or if you are entrepreneur, or if you are you get the CEO kind of a post, then obviously you can. Obviously, it is necessary to learn the other technologies than your specialization. But it will definitely over the period it will come, because the learning never stops. You keep reading books, you keep reading articles in the over the internet. Even I keep reading books, I keep reading articles daily, because the technologies are changing day by day, and obviously we will become obsolete, if we won't adopt to those changes. Correct. So build the numbers acumen, because that's very necessary for the business. And if you have a good numbers acumen, then your presentations will be different to the organization. Instead of GAN on technologies, if you present numbers to CEOs, your projects will be approved within a minute. Okay, because they understand numbers. Business understand numbers. They're not never going to ask you which technology they are going to use. Okay. Again, very first day of job, think as a consumer. That will enhance your career. Within the company, your growth will be imminent if you start thinking on that. Start managing people's management skills, team management skills. Over the period, you develop it, yes, but be a team player, because when you start managing teams like 600, 700 people, it will be very difficult for you if you are not develop these skills. For the current, for the youths, okay, avoid social media, bad influence, because lots of things are going in social media. Avoid that. Use time to study and career, because that is very important. Yes, social media is very important. It should be sorry, should be used to create your own brand rather than commenting here and there, because it's just a time pass. There's nothing there. It will not going to help you in your career. I think it's over. Next slide, please. If it is. Yeah, thank you. These are my credentials. One more advice I not mentioned there. Start your profile in LinkedIn, because that's where the most of the recruiters come nowadays, and you can connect to lots of people. You can follow to lots of people where you can gain the knowledge. There are lots of good articles come in LinkedIn. Indeed, Twitter is a good platform. Follow lots of, indeed lots of knowledge you can get from Twitter, apart from the usual social things going on there. Now Facebook, yes, is just to you should be used to build your brand, because I won't see much of the knowledge aspect there in the Facebook. But LinkedIn and Twitter, yes, very much you should be there, and you should follow the right people, and you should gain more knowledge. Again, sincere advice: don't fall into the traps of unnecessary following people. Only follow the people whom are useful to you. Okay, so you can follow me there, and I share lots of articles. Even in Twitter, I do lots of retweets. This is my email, official as well as private. You can connect me anytime for any kind of advice. I'm always available, inshallah. Is any question and answers? Anything there?
Thank you so much, sir, for such an insightful session. I see a few questions that has been raised by the participants. I'll just pick up the questions one by one, so you can answer them. So first question is raised by Muhammad Azhar Alam.
Okay.
What's the correct body posture in an interview?
You should dress well and sit well there. don't be. You should be look professional. That's I can say. There is no correct way to sit, but yes, if you have built a good etiquette and you follow your body well, definitely you learn it. So you just behave like a professional rather than just a student, because usually in college our behavior is different, but when it comes to professional aspects, you should be very disciplined. So build discipline in life, posture will come automatically.
Thank you so much. There's another question by an anonymous attendee. While going for an interview, does hairstyle really matters, or is it okay?
Everything matters. If you have a bad hairstyle, probably it will give a wrong impression also sometimes. And I even seen in some of the media companies, even bad hairstyle will give you the job. Okay, so I'll give you one example. Even my HR guy whom we hired is a good guitar player. So my CEO hired him because he's a good guitar player, not a good HR guy. So it happens, but yes, you should be disciplined. You should have a good hairstyle, obviously, to impress the interviewer. So obviously, you should look good. Then only they'll look at you. Otherwise, most of the time, hairstyle shows what kind of guys behavioral aspects we have. So it's always my advice is always have a good
Yeah,
hairstyle.
and I think hairstyle also comes in part of grooming as well for
Correct,
interviews.
absolutely.
So I have another question by Salahuddin Ayubi. What we should do, engineering diploma freshers. He's an engineering diploma fresher. So he's asking what we should do in corona pandemic situation. We can't join any companies. So how can we utilize this time?
It's a good question, actually. um, Salahuddin, my advice for you is this is best time for you to gain the knowledge. Okay. Yes, you cannot join now. Probably, inshallah, the things will be better in 3-4 months. But this is the best, time to gain the knowledge, even for the professionals. So that's what I said. I keep on reading, books. If you follow my Twitter, I keep on sharing about the free available books on the data science and security aspects, because that's the field I am into. Uh, you can download and you can read and you can start gaining the knowledge. That will be very helpful for you guys when this pandemic will get over, and when you come out, the knowledge gained by you will be very helpful. I'm sure about it. So use that time to gain the knowledge, to read the articles, read the books.
Thank you so much. Another question by Sahil Ali Malik. What are the main special qualities that human resource are finding in freshers?
Uh, what they see, want to see is the 3 slides I shared with you. For any fresher, what they look at, because they know you are a fresher, so you don't carry that technical knowledge. But but obviously they'll look at you as a long career point of view. Okay, so they probably won't see you as 1 month or 2 months wala guy. It's better any organization look any person as a how much we can groom him, or how much he is ready to be groomed, and how much he's ready to listen to us. Okay, and how good team player he is, how good listener he is, how good leader he is. So accordingly they'll start grooming you, and you'll see the growth in the organization yourself. Okay, so the slides of 3 slides which I've given, those are the important aspects which they see in the fresher.
Okay, thank you so much. Another question by Suhail Ahmed. He says that when I start talking with anyone, my body starts shivering a little bit and I start stammering. What should I do to overcome this?
So see, first of all, remember Allah before going to any interviews. Start with the Bismillah, okay, and have Daru Sharif and all. So that will give you much more confidence, okay. It happens. It happens because we don't have confidence in ourselves, okay. So my advice to you is whatever the kind of job you're looking into, you study it well, okay. You do your specialization, gain your knowledge, the confidence will come automatically, okay. So inshallah you'll get the better job opportunity.
Thank you so much. Another question by Saida Tasmia. She says that I'm a BE student in electrical and electronics, and now currently I'm in 8th semester. I'm not understanding what to do next. Can you please suggest me something? And I would like to do something in IT field.
Okay, great. First of all, my advice is concentrate on your studies and finish your BE. Okay, don't think about anything else right now. Finish your degree. That's very, very, very important. Once you come out, I have shared one slide where if you are very interested in IT, try to enter any of those fields as a fresher. Try to find those companies and start applying, or do the courses in data science or in cloud aspects, certifications, and all that. So that will definitely help you in your career growth. I especially recommend data science because that's going to stay for longer period than any other technology which I have spoken about.
Thank you so much. Another question by Mr. Amir Tamboli. His question is, in current market condition, it is difficult to get interview calls on my current working platform. He's working as an he's working in IoT domain. Is there any better option to get a job in other field other than IoT, or do you suggest that I wait for opportunity to come? Can you please guide me for the same?
Yeah. See, what is IoT? First of all, one needs to understand what is IoT. IoT is nothing but collection of the data and taking decision on it. So if you are working on the IoT, definitely you must have been worked on the analytics, right? Definitely. Otherwise, you cannot able to work on the IoT unless until you are a programmer kind of a thing. There are ample opportunities in IoT as far as I know in the market. And there are ample opportunities about the analytics. Once you you have analytical skills, definitely you can build your career in the data science. So IoT, data science, analytics, cloud are all together same. Okay, so you can choose any of these four, and if you are working on the IoT, definitely you have basic knowledge of all three other aspects as well. So you are more you are actually in a good field in the current scenario. So you definitely have a good opportunities. Don't only look for IoT companies. We have very less IoT companies around. But my advice is change your little bit concentration towards analytics and AI. That will be much better.
Thank you so much. Another question by Sahil Saifi. What is the answer for why should we hire you?
Why should we hire you? This question is very common question. Probably most of the HR guys won't ask it. To be fair, okay. Even if they ask, then just tell them, okay, I'll give you the better results than anybody else you are taking interview today. The next question comes from them will be how. So if you have studied their company well, then bring one aspect where you feel is their pain area, and inform them, okay, I was studying your company, and I think this is where you need more improvement, and I can help you in that. So that's quite enough to get you a job.
Thank you so much. There's one question which has been asked from couple of attendees, which is how can we improve our communication skills? Can you please suggest?
Okay, you can take the courses, you can self learn also, but if your communication skills are a little bit weak, then particularly happens with the vernacular students. You can take the courses. Sure, very short term courses are available. You can do that, and definitely it will come to you. But obviously you keep talking. We usually four friends meet, and better we imitate an interview and start answering to one another. And I usually used to do it in my uh, college days. So that will improve the thing. For that, you need to have a very specific career goal, because we do lots of time pass, during our available time. So better utilize it, study it, and I advise take a short term course that will help.
Thank you so much. Question from anonymous attendee. What is the future of online interviews?
Online interviews are always there, not only during pandemic. We see they are always there, because most of the companies are MNCs, especially MNC companies, or somebody, even in India, for example, if some the companies in Bangalore, and the person is in somewhere in say sitting in Hyderabad or something. So if they are not able to travel, then obviously go for online interview. And online interviews are always there and going to stay forever.
Thank you so much. Another question by Sahil Maner. At the end of the interview, is it good to ask about feedback with some questions?
Not questions, because that part you already that's a part of the feedback. Okay, so when you finish the interview, they will ask you, okay, what are your questions to us? Okay, so there you must have been asked most of the questions, and at the end ask them, okay, how I've done, and if it's better if you give me the feedback. Especially for freshers, HR will always give the feedback.
Thank you. Another question from Uzma Nourain. She is a BA student, and she's asking, will I get equal job opportunity as BCom student, or should I learn additional skills? And what are
Okay,
they?
for okay. Frankly, I don't know what exactly you want to do after BA. Probably people, I've seen take done masters, and then gone into most of the arts students are gone into mass communication. That's my observation. I don't know your interest, but I advise go for that. That will be, because that particular stream you have taken is good for mass communication. So I advise better to go for mass communication. Lots of opportunities are available.
Thank you. Question from Arsalan Katote. What should be done if during interview I forget something which I know earlier and I get nervous? How to overcome this nervousness?
So it's okay. It's okay. It happens to everyone. Indeed, for the senior people also. Forget it. You say I don't know. I say I won't remember right now. So that won't matter actually. So we have to leave it, because if you keep thinking about it, you can't able to answer the next question. So if you are not remember, you forget it. I say I don't know, or I won't remember right now. If I remember, I'll tell. It's okay. It's a common part of the interview. We are all humans. We are not machines. So we tend to forget.
Thank you. Just last two questions we'll take, and then we'll wrap up this session. So, could you please give some important tips on resume writing?
Resume should be there. What exactly you've done. Okay, and If you have 2-3 years experience, I already told, okay, you just write what you have done. The resume should be not more than 2 pages, because if you have 3 to 4 pages and nobody read that, I'm very clear on that. Your resume should be very crisp, very up to point, and should not be more than 2 pages. Even for the senior people, I'm telling, your resume should not be more than 2 to 3 pages max. Because if you have 20 years of experience, obviously you list down the companies, but again, that should not be go beyond 3 pages, because nobody has a patience to read more than 3 pages. For freshers, it should be 1 page will be enough. For the middle guys, it will be 2 pages. That's it.
Thank you. So there is one last question that I'll take, which is during an interviewer will ask a question. I know the answer, but I'm not able to put that answer across in English. I will be able to answer it in my own language. So at that moment, what should we do?
I told it already during my presentation. You can answer it in your own language also, because the interviewer should know you have a knowledge. Okay, you're not able to express it. It will be fine. So express your knowledge in whatever language you can able to. That will be absolutely fine.
Okay, thank you so much. I have one question from our host, Mr. Iftikhar Bedkar sir. So Iftikhar bhai, if you could just ask on Mr. Syed Pirzadeh.
Thank you very much. Sir, I have a very specific question. Looking at the current COVID situation and the pandemic, there is a lot of job losses or job cuts across various organizations, and you must have seen that.
Correct.
How do you foresee? How do you foresee the job market opening up, or new opportunities? How much time do you think it will take, and how the thing will shape up in future?
See, I'm into management. I know how businesses are doing. So businesses are into bad shape. So obviously, everybody is facing this issue. So I'm very unfortunate. Inshallah, the things will be okay soon. That is what. But at least up to December, I won't see much hope there. But probably from the next year, start of the next year, the things will be better, much better.
Okay, thank you very much. And as in, I am into equity research, and I do a lot of stuff into and do write on the various companies. So I'd like to get in touch with you personally. I have your mobile number. I'll connect with you. And
Sure.
before we end, I'd like to thank once again on behalf of AMP and myself personally. Actually, as an experienced guy, you need to learn, and I've learned a lot today. And thank you very much for
My pleasure.
helping the
My pleasure.
community in this scenario. Thank you very
My
much.
pleasure. And to everyone, I shared my credentials. You can DM me or you can mail me. I'm always available. No worries on it. Inshallah, I'll guide you whatever possible way I can.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Iftikhar. Yeah. Thank you so much, Iftikhar bhai. And thank you so much, Dr. Syed Pirzadeh, for such an insightful session. We really appreciate you giving us your precious time, because we already know how busy person you are, but out of your busy schedule, you took the time out only for Association of Muslim Professionals. So I would like to thank you on behalf of AMP for your precious time. To all the participants, it was fantastic to have you all on board. I hope all that was discussed must have benefited everyone. So AMP organizes sessions by highly qualified professionals and experts in a particular field to share their learnings and viewpoints, to guide not only the youths, but everyone with their own life's experiences. So we request you all to keep joining these sessions, benefit from these sessions. Also, through your word of mouth, pass this information to your colleagues, to your friends, to your family members, so they can also benefit from these sessions that we conduct in terms of employability training program or career guidance. We will inshallah keep you updated about all our upcoming webinars as well. And thank you so much for joining the session. We will now be ending this session with a short dua. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين يا أول الأولين يا آخر الآخرين يا ذا القوة المتين يا راحم المساكين يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تباركت ربنا وتعالى يا ذا الجلال والإكرام ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم يسر لنا أمورنا كلها مع راحتي لقلوبنا وأبداننا والسلامة والعافية في ديننا ودنيانا حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Thank you so much, everyone. Just before we end the session, I saw that one question was floating a lot in Q&A, that will we be able to get the presentation, or we will be able to watch the recording. So once the recording is uploaded on our YouTube channel, we will be sharing that link to all the participants who are here and to all the registered participants as well. So just give it about another 48 hours or 72 hours. Within 3 days, you will get the recording on your email, inshallah. Thank you so much. We'll be ending this session for now. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you.